Hello truckers, welcome back to ATS. Yeah, you can see our delivery. It's Christmas presents. Not much longer left in this event, and I thought, well, you know what? Maybe I'll be sorry when the event's over with and I didn't deliver enough Christmas gifts. I mean, I did the amount that you need to get the awards and everything. That sounds like that hurt. Can we lock in, please? There we go. Yeah, so I just wanted to make sure that I help out the community as much as I can. So we're in Lakeview, Oregon, I do believe. I think we're actually in Oregon, right on the state line on the southern end. And I think we're heading to Astoria. Not even close, Peanut. There you go. Astoria. There were some other deliveries I could have taken out of here, but they were all going to cities that have a star on it, which means they are maxed out. So, why not help out a town that needs some more stars? Let's make sure no one's coming. I am on the multiplayer server, so yeah, you gotta be careful pulling out. You hit someone, yeah, that's someone else. So you don't want to do that. At least I don't want to do that. Maybe you guys do. Maybe somebody out there do, but I'm not one of them. So anyways, how far we got to go? It's a 430-mile journey. Probably a little bit of side roads until we get to Interstate 5. I do believe we'll cross that at some point. So yeah, when we get there, we get there. What time of day is it? I forgot what time of day it is. Oh, it's almost nighttime. Well, wait, we got a little while. Have a little while, so maybe it won't be too bad. Let's cruise on up there. Not a good time to sneeze when you got track IR on and everything, because that little movement in my head there was me sneezing. Ignore that. So anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, so we're on our way to Astoria. I think I'm getting paid like 32 grand for this little bit of a trip. Like I said, this is my multiplayer profile, so a lot of these towns up here I have not quote-unquote discovered. A lot of the towns I haven't discovered. I stopped playing multiplayer really right around when New Mexico came out, so that's a couple years ago. But since then, from what I'm seeing on multiplayer, back then I had issues with people just like to ram into you as often as they could. So looks like a lot of that has gone away, which is good. I like that. I like that a lot. But right now, as far as I last knew, there was no one anywhere near me. But that doesn't, when I say no one near me, it can change in a couple of minutes. I mean, who knows? It could be someone coming the other way, and before you know it, they're right there. So yes, since we're in a contract mode, we can only do 65 miles an hour tops, unless I'm going downhill and I can gain a little extra speed. But for the most part, we'll be doing 65 all the way there. But we are taking some of these side roads, so I may have to slow down once in a while. Get the load there undamaged and safe is the key, is it not? Do I have enough fuel? I think so. So we'll just... I got enough fuel for now anyways. And I'm still trying to get... Even though this is quote-unquote kind of the same truck I have on my single-player profile, I seem to be going through more fuel than normal, or I'm used to. Maybe it's a smaller fuel cell on this truck. I really kind of forgot what size fuel tank I have on the other one. The other part of it could be is I don't have all the check marks available on fuel saving. I got one more check mark to go, so one more check mark, I'll save an extra 5% on fuel, so maybe that will be the difference. I think this has a 300-gallon tank, and I don't know how big the tank is on my other truck. I thought it was 300, but it seems like I'm fueling up more often than I usually do, which is fine. I almost shifted into the wrong gear. I almost downshifted instead of upshifted. That's not good. So the town we're delivering right now, they've only gotten like 450 deliveries, so I'll add to the total. So the goal is every time you deliver to a town, every 200 deliveries, that town gets a star for a max of 5 stars up to 1,000 deliveries. Hopefully I got this all right. And as a community, if we get so many stars, we get more gifts. So as you can see, right now, where the rearview mirror would hang, I got a polar bear hanging there. So right now, there's a lot of prizes, not prizes, but things we get. I think there's some stars and maybe a Christmas tree. I think the polar bear is from a couple years ago when they had a quote-unquote contest. An event. That's the word I'm looking for. Event, not contest. Just gotta be careful coming up. I do have like detours and events on, but it's awfully low. It's like 10% chance. I used to have it like a 25% chance, but a 25% chance, it seems like it happens a lot. And then, but when you think about 25% chance, it sounds like it's low, but then again, it's 1 in 4. So it's actually more common than what you think it would be. So I think I got somewhere, the slider, somewhere around the 10% area. I'm going to try to pay attention today to make sure I don't go past any of my exits. I'm going to stop in time when I make a ticket. Oh, I stopped in time. A 1 stoplight town, and I'm here by myself. Anyone around us? Nope. Like I said, when anyone around us, I mean, that range that it shows is not really that far. Come on, turn green, or you're going to make me... It always seems to be that way. Nope, it's going to let me go. Okay. Usually what happens is the light will stay red until you come to a complete stop. And it's like, yeah, now you can go. And it's like, thanks. Thanks a lot. Oh, back down to 1 lane, huh? I see how it is. It's 2 lane till I get here, and then it's 1 lane. Oh, let me go back to 2? Alright. The one thing I'm still not, I gotta get used to is driving through a city. The speed limit's 45. Once again, I think I'm more than good on fuel because we're only going 400 miles, so maybe when we get to Astoria, right, it's Astoria, please be right. Yeah, it's Astoria. When I get there, I'll probably fuel up. Hey, I don't have to stop at the way station. Although that one kind of looks like an interesting one. I was driving off camera the other day, and where is it? I-80 going in from Nevada to California. I stopped at like 2 way stations back to back, which was like, are you kidding me? I just stopped at the one in Nevada, now you want me to stop at the one in California? But being the driver that I am, yes, I pulled over and I stopped at both. The funny thing is, they pulled over the driver in front of me too. I wasn't in a convoy with anyone, but I was following someone. And they had to stop as well, so I wonder if they were saying the same thing as I was. I will say this though, now that I've been back in multiplayer, at first I was, I want to say nervous, cautious about it because of, like I said before, the problem I had with people always trying to, they were doing like demolition cars back when I first started, but yeah, I would say the traffic is much better. Oh, there's a driver. Yeah, so yeah, the traffic is much better without AI traffic. I like it much better without AI traffic. And I do realize in single player you can turn off AI traffic if you wanted to. If you went to developer mode, you can turn off traffic. You can even multiply traffic. I think the traffic the way it is just fine. Anyone at the rest area? Don't think so. Don't think so. Gotta figure out what the heck that is over there. Is that like a river over there? Sure, why not? So I'm hoping to get most of this drive done during the daylight hours. It said it was going to take us 8 hours to get there, so yeah, that puts us right. 1 o'clock is what they're expecting us to get there. Let's see, it's now, well, it's almost 1900. And another 5 hours or so. And I really should be paying attention to my GPS to make sure I don't miss my exit. I always seem to be checking my info stat page, or whatever you want to call it, the info screen out as I get to like a busy intersection. Like, and I look back up and I'm like, wait a minute, what happened? I thought I was going to be there shortly. It was like, oh, you missed your turn because you were too busy checking things out. So yeah, 19 and 5. So yeah, actually we might get there right around midnight is what it looks like. Which should look pretty good, backing up into our parking spot with a nice lit up trailer full of gifts. I guess we're just late Santa Claus. The one thing I've always wondered about SES when they do like this, like the Christmas event, they kind of start it like just a few days before Christmas and then they go until like mid-January. I guess that's the 12 days of Christmas part of the thing they're trying to do. I don't know. But I mean, by this time of the year, though, I'm done with Christmas. Don't really feel like trying to deliver Christmas gifts. But I'll do it. I'll deliver a few more. One of these days, I'll actually probably stop at some of these pull-offs just to enjoy the view. I keep saying I'm going to try the Lone Star truck out, and I have not yet done so. It's hard to get me out of the Volvo. Of course, when the game first came out, I was driving. I tried the Kenny, then I tried the Peter, and I like the Peterbilt a lot more, even though it's really kind of the same truck in a way. But I don't know. Maybe it was. I don't know. I just picked the Peterbilt and went with it. And then of course the Volvo Adderdeath. I can never say. I should never have his. I should have his name on the screen. But his mod came out for the Volvo, and then I got in the Volvo, and that was that. And then the Volvo came into the game. Not quite the same Volvo as his. So in single player, I use his modded Volvo. But in multiplayer, I'll just have to go with the Volvo that's the base game one, which is not bad. Can I go that way? Why not? That water looks kind of bluish greenish today. Actually, this road is kind of nice. When I saw it in the map, I was going like, kind of a windy road. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy that too much. Then now I'm driving on it, it's like, hey, you know what, it's not that bad. A couple corners, I mean, I am speeding anyways. It's a 55 road and we're doing 65 on here. So there's a couple corners I need to I just slow down just to be sure. Nice and smooth. I probably should check on the status of my truck. I haven't compared it all. 17% wear. I'm going to assume most of that is tires. So once I started playing multiplayer again, wait, we're getting off here? Yes, we are. and my hand just hit the microphone. Yes, when I got back in the multiplayer, of course, I had to change up my truck. So I don't know. I just bought this truck and haven't been to repair shop since the day I got it. I don't know how many miles I got on this thing. I would say 4 or 5. It's not much. So not many people actually on the server today. Well, when I say not many people, 250, which is not really that many considering how big the map actually is. So anytime I do the multiplayer, I log in ATS, I always play in the US server. Just in case if you were wondering. I do miss being able to talk to Cindy, though. Maybe next week we'll be back in single player and we'll get back in the other Volvo truck and I'll talk to her. It is kind of funny, though, because like in that truck, I do have the 750 engine, and this has a 600 horsepower engine, so it is quite a difference from gearing up, going up through the gears. Going down through the gears does not matter too much in trucking simulator as far as I'm concerned. But with a 750 horse, I can easily start most of my loads in 4th gear. And I've learned sometimes with this truck here, starting in 4th gear, yeah, not so much. It's like 50-50. Of course, depending on if I'm got a slight incline or the weight that we're hauling. But the gears are all the same. I probably should have driven east today because being sunset, we're kind of driving in towards the sun once in a while. Just cruising along. Fuel wise, yeah, we're fine. Should be more than fine. And there's someone way over in a few lanes. Triple trailer. I don't mind hauling the double and triple trailers. But the fun part for me is when I get to my location is backing up the trailer into... I always got on skilled parking. I always like the challenge of trying to back it into a tight location. But with a double and triple trailer, it's usually just you pull in and you just got to pull in straight somewhere. Occasionally it can be just a little bit tricky if your load is long and you're trying to squeeze in somewhere. So sometimes getting all of your trailers inside the box can be a little sneaky. And boy, if you got to back up, yeah. If I ever have to back up with a double or triple trailer, it's like, all right, can I skip parking, please? And so here we are. We entered the city. It's too bad they can't on the multiplayer is to when you enter a city to keep the if you're on the highway that you don't have to slow down to 45. Might as well downshift. And we're out of the city. The one thing I've been trying to figure out with the double fuel tanks that we have is, of course, now I got 2 fuel gauges, so I'm always trying to figure out which one's my main tank and which one's quote-unquote my auxiliary tank. So I got 2 gauges to the right, my HUD and the dash. So I got one HUD, one fuel gauge on the right, which is almost down to a quarter, and then the other one, is that a fuel? Is that a fuel or is that my reserve? I think that's my reserve. I have no idea. Just paying attention to the GPS every time I see an off ramp now. It's like, make sure you pay attention. Back to the left. I think I need to set on this profile, readjust where my quote-unquote head is in the truck. I think it says I can do another 400 and some odd miles. Is that what it says? I think it's 600. I forgot what button it is that leans your head forward. So I'm literally leaning my head forward so Track IR can read it. Yeah, so I can go another 602 miles, and the whole trip was only 400 and something. I didn't miss my exit anywhere when I was doing all that, did I? I hope not. I think we're turning to the left. Yeah, because the sign says Astoria. That's where we're going. So far we've only seen 2 players, which I would have thought we'd at least seen about maybe 5 to 10, somewhere around there, but who knows where they all are. Now with Utah being added to the map is getting bigger and bigger. Grab a gear. Thank you. At least I grabbed the right one. So far today, I've heard no grinding sounds when I'm shifting. That's what I'm saying when I saw the truck being at 17% damage. I'm like, well, I don't think it's going to be my clutch, transmission, engine, but who knows? I was on my single player. I was riding around and just every once in a while repairing everything but the tires. And yeah, the tires can actually make your engine shut off. So I got up around 46-47% damage, and it was mostly tires. I think I had like 2% damage on the engine, transmission and stuff, and the engine kept cutting out. It says, please visit repair center. And on my single player, I used coast to coast, and I think I was probably like 120 miles from like a nearest service center. That wasn't too bad, because at first your engine doesn't cut out that often. I'm like, oh, okay, so you can't go that far on tires. But at least I know now it's like the mid 40% range. When you get that high in your tires, it's time to change them. I mean, I probably should just get them repaired anyways, because in ATS we have quote-unquote insurance on our vehicles, so we don't have to pay full price for repairs. It's been a long time since I've been in ETS 2 to know if do you have to still pay full price on repairs, or do they finally have insurance now as well? I don't know. I think it's been a year, because I think last Christmas or some event that SES had, I think you had to deliver 6 packages, yeah, UPS style, 6 deliveries in ATS and like 6 deliveries ETS. So I logged into the ETS account, and I'm like, oh man, I don't even know where I am or anything in that map. And all my mods were like so outdated. I basically just stripped it down to basics and did my 6 deliveries. How are we doing on mileage here? Wait, 13 miles? Wow, okay. I was ready to say, I thought we were going to get there somewhere at midnight, but man, we are motoring through. So, I mean, we're basically here. So, I thought we were going to be backing up in the dark, but not quite. We're getting there just before the sun goes down. Oh, yeah, I remember Astoria now. It's been a while since I've been here. But then again, it's been like 6 months. No, I'm not stopping for that light. I guess I'll stop for this one, though. I think it was like 6 months ago that I did like an ATS video until like the past few weeks. Now I'm getting back into it. Like I said, going to try to do a video at least one video a week. Anyone in town? Apparently not. I really need to be starting second gear with this this truck and engine, I guess, or possibly third gear. I mean, I guess I could split shift and just put it down to third gear, but I'm lazy. Alright, so there's a gas station there. So I'm down to about 50 gallons of fuel, I think. No, actually 75. Where am I going with this? Walbert. Of course it's Walbert. Where's Walbert? So no one in town. I was expecting the light to turn green there. That's why I revved. Yeah, sometimes I wonder, why am I sitting? There's no one around. Why am I sitting at a red light for? Hey, Walbert, where are you? Watch out, they got a rotary here. Americans don't know how to drive rotaries, trust me. It's amazing when I get to a rotary and I just see people just pull right into it. It's like, that's not how a rotary really goes, but thank you for yielding. Oh, we get to drive right over as a boat goes under. Now in single player, this would have been a great chance to get out and just hit escape and do a photo mode, but can't really do that in multiplayer. You got to come to a complete stop before you can take a photo. And I'm not going to stop in the middle of a road. I'll put the parking brake on, I guess. I hope the boat is going under for everyone, which I think it would. Turn on my beacons, just in case someone comes up behind me. But there's no one around. Yeah, the bridge is going back down. And we're off again. I wasn't going to say a flawless delivery, but I'm not there yet. What, we got like 5 miles to go? 3. That's right, we're in the city. Now I've left the city. now have entered the city. Alright. I assume they want it out back like always. One thing about this trailer, it's a lot shorter than the custom one I've been driving around lately, which was a 53-footer. Of course it's a 53-footer. I know you want it out back here, but how exactly out back here do you want it? Oh, okay. Was not expecting that. Alright. Tell you how I'm going to do it, because I like to be able to look up my window and do it. Now, you think, well, the practice I've had the last few weeks, I should be able to do this on my first try, but I haven't been doing so good. Well, I'm not straight, but the trailer is good enough. Not my trailer, so I want to dump it off like that. Yeah, the one thing when you own your own trailer, you don't want to detach the trailer, which I do quite often. Have to attach my trailer again. Like, no, unload cargo. Yeah, so one more level and I'll be able to get my last check mark into the fuel. So that's all fine. Nope, crap. Nope, I wanted to... I was going to check to see what the fuel station was. We went by one not a while ago, but it's in town. But I think it was at the beginning of town. Can I go into world map, please? Yeah, wait, nope, no, can I, thank you, and we'll go get some fuel. Let's go get some fuel, that way I'm all set for my next delivery. I always try to, oh, someone else showed up. Where did you come from? Was he waiting for me to get out of there? No, that's where his delivery was. His trailer just disappeared. That would have been probably what is an easy delivery. I delivered between two trailers. So that's what I'm saying. I don't usually trust that thing too much where it says, oh, no one's around you. And the next thing you know, poof, someone's there. But like I was saying, I always like to, when I get ready to sign off, I know I'm not going to be probably driving for a couple days. Especially now, it's usually a couple days. But I usually try to go fuel up, because nothing worse than just logging in. I'm like, oh, let's just check to see what kind of loads we got going. Then you grab a load and you start driving and you realize, oh, I'm 5 miles onto the interstate or something and I'm out of fuel. Is there another boat going through? Are you kidding me right now? Dude, didn't you just like come through this way? Forgot to take a screenshot, so there you go. I always forget to do that a lot in ATS. I'll just be driving along. It's like, oh yeah, I need a screenshot. So that trucker, is he coming up behind me or coming towards me? Someone's getting closer to us. Might be the same dude. Or gal. There's a couple people showing up now. Everyone take it easy up here. There's a boat going through. Yeah, someone's coming from the other direction. I can see him on my GPS. A little blue dot. Everyone's bringing Christmas gifts here. I delivered one. The other guy at Walbert delivered one. That guy's delivering one. I just saw a killer whale jump over. Did you know that Easter egg was there? Shamu just jumped over that little flipping rock cliff area. If you missed it, go back and rewind that video and you'll see a killer whale jump over that. I did not know that was there. Let me turn off. Oop. Driving everywhere. Sorry, anyone around me? Hope not. No. Just trying to turn off my beacons. Which lane? What side of the road was that fuel station on? Anyone? Bueller? Bueller? Oh, Free Willy. That's the name of the killer whale I was trying to think of. I actually never watched that movie, but I know the reference. Yeah, but rewind that and let me know if I'm going crazy. Was there Free Willy jumping over the rocks there? I just want to get to the gas station. Anyone? Anyone? Nope, not my green light. Should be. So is this guy coming up behind me, or... 'cause he's getting closer and closer. And this is where I need to be. Then I'll park out of the way. That way when I log back in next time, I'm not spawning on top of anyone. Alright, so I do have a 300-gallon tank. I think I'm going to take, what, 250? Somewhere around there. Seems about right. Alright, not as much, which is good. $733 for diesel fuel. I don't like parking this close to an edge, because hopefully when I spawn back in, it spawns me in the correct spot. And right there's good. Turn it all off. And I'll jump in the back of my sleeper tonight and just sleep there. But that's where we're going to wrap it up for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. Nice little short little journey across Oregon from the southeast corner to the northwestern corner. Yeah, so I think next week, another Christmas delivery still should be going on next week whenever we record this. I think. Yeah, but anyways, that's going to do it for today, guys. Hopefully you guys did enjoy the episode. I do appreciate you watching as always. I'll catch you next time in ATS. But until then, hate that horn. Have a good one.